Hello, my dear. Rhondaconsta, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? You've done this before, so I just want to remind you, if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind, because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. They do not waste a message. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, maybe it's Amazon. Sorry for taking so long. Seems like I have had more colds. I never get sick since I had COVID almost exactly a year ago. It just seems I get these little hiccups. So I think it kind of did something to my system a little bit. Anyway, I will not do a reading unless I am up to snuff, because you guys pay your hard-earned money to hear from your loved one, and I don't want to do it half-assed. Anyway, I'm going to talk to your dad. So before we I got distracted by that truck for some reason. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know if he heard that, or maybe he had a truck that sounded like that at some point. It just like totally drew my attention. Anyway, before we started, these are my release cards, and we decided he was going to pick a card for you. So the card he picked for you is Surrender Defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So this is the card he picked for you. I'll try to speak up, but my throat is still froggy from my cold. And it's not just like when he left or how he left, but there's a lot of defensiveness within you around that. Either when he left or how he left, or both. So if you're bristling up every time somebody mentions that, or somebody makes a remark about that or something, he wants you to surrender that defensiveness. Just let it go. He says, that's my pile of shit to deal with. That's exactly how I said it. That's my pile of shit to deal with. So calm down. It's okay. It is now. Yes, it is. Don't argue with me. You must be arguing with him in your head as I'm saying this. I love you. Always did. And I've talked to him several times, for all you guys. And it's like pulling teeth to get him to talk. So I feel like he was like that in real life. So he didn't he didn't want to tell anybody what was going on. He didn't want to tell anybody what his thoughts were. He didn't want to. Didn't want to. Just like he doesn't. It's almost like I said, pulling teeth. So a couple of the readings were, I remember, being a struggle. Like, come on, come forward with some information. And I have a feeling he did that in real life. He held it all in. And that doesn't help anybody. He said it wasn't any of their business. Well, you kind of made it their business later. You already started wrapping Christmas presents? Unless somebody's birthday's coming up, I'm just assuming it's Christmas presents. Wrapping presents for somebody little. I don't know if you have a little one or not. He's watching you with a lot of love in his eyes. I don't know if you've gotten a lot of signs or anything from him, because it's like he's being quiet and holding it all in. He always held it all in. He has a whole lot of love and admiration for you. And there is a young one. I don't know if it's yours. And he tousles their hair, kind of scruffs it up. He's not showing me that they know he's there, but most small children see them, talk to them, hear them. No problem, because we haven't told them yet. You can't have an imaginary friend. We haven't made them shut it down yet when they're little. And animals do it too. Also, right about there, it's so hard to see. I don't know how to move it closer. It's one of those, I call them electric balls. What the hell's it called? I don't remember what they're static balls, I think they're called, that I've used in haunted houses, and I never get it to work. So anyway, it's going right there. You can't see the little lines because it's so far away, and I don't know how to make it get closer. So watch it, because I'm going to try something new in the next few videos. And I went over there and played with it earlier anyway with my finger and videoed it. You can, if you really watch it, you can see when I touch it, the line goes up to it, follows your fingers around. I don't know if you know what those static balls are. Basically static electricity. We're all energy when we leave, so I'm going to try to. It didn't work in haunted houses. I don't like calling them haunted houses. Those are somebody's loved ones in there most of the time. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get somebody to play with it. I just want to see if it'll work. So anyway, if I don't see it, be aware, and just go back and watch it later. Watch this later and see if you see anything. It looks like somebody's touched it and it's jumped a line over to it. Anyway, let's see what Dad's going to do. I don't know if you do. He's talking about Jelly Roll the singer. I love him. I love his songs. So maybe you listen to him a lot. Somebody Save Me for Myself. He says, know that you don't need to be saved. That you are perfectly imperfect, just the way you are. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Hold the line. Hold the line. I'm not sure what he means. Be careful who you give your heart to. Life can be scary, but it can be beautiful too. I had trouble seeing the beauty in life. But you don't. You do sometimes, but you don't. You know how to find the beauty in life. You know how to find it. But you choose not to a lot of the time because you're angry and you're pissed off at me, and you need to let that go. I would take it back if I could, but you need to let the anger go and know that I'm very proud of you and I'm still watching out for you. So if you're not getting a bunch of signs, he's not even saying anything about signs, or at least not yet. If you're not getting any signs or very little, or you don't know what they are, ask him, give him permission. Sometimes I'll go to a house and there'll be like Dad standing over in the corner and he's afraid to come forward because he's afraid he's going to scare you if he makes a noise, or if you happen to see him out of the corner of your eye or something. So he'll stay in that corner and not, no signs, no sounds, no nothing. So ask him, give him permission if you want to hear something rattle in the kitchen, or um, just give him permission to step forward. If it's your free will choice, do whatever you think. We give him permission if you want to. Okay, just saying something about a dog. Something about a dog, but he's not showing me the dog. Somebody have like a, looks kind of like a golden retriever. And it doesn't have to be exactly a golden retriever, but maybe just a dog that looks similar, same body shape, hair, mild mannered. Usually they're a heavier dog and they're pretty much a big love bug. He's not saying why he is mentioning this dog. He's not even saying if the dog is here or there. Here, here. At least was here, here. I don't know why I'm not. Anyway, if you have a dog like this, or somebody has a dog like this, um, watch the dog. The dog will see him. The dog knows him. Whether he knew the dog when he was here or not, the dog, like I said, animals can see them, and animals and small children. I'm muttering. Sorry. I can't tell what that light's doing back there. I'm have to watch this afterwards. Whatever you cooked for Thanksgiving was delicious. I don't. It's almost like did you take a dessert to somebody's house? He's sticking his finger in it and licking it. So you may not have even noticed it, but there was a swipe mark. There was a swipe mark where his finger went through it. Or could have made crumbs on the floor when he did it. Okay, he's mentioning an, now we stink at names. Why, I don't know. I used to get them exact now. It just doesn't work that way. But anyway, an Aunt Paula, Pauline. You may have to stretch that outside the box a little bit. It may just be an aunt with a P name, Prudence or something. First I heard Pauline, so something along that line. Stretch it out. He's not saying why he's mentioning her. He's not saying whether she's there or here. Know that I love you, little girl. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have done what I did then. I would have never hurt you. He and he also kind of figured it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference to anybody here. Don't know how many times I've heard that. Every single person here makes a difference. It's like an ocean. If you start taking drops of water out of there, soon it dries up. Every little drop makes that ocean, makes the ocean an ocean. That makes sense. So while we think our little drop of water doesn't make any difference, it does. It has a ripple effect when you jerk it out. That the way he did. He says, I am always watching you. I'm always watching out for you. Know that you are loved by many up here. Angels, departed loved ones, some you never met, which doesn't matter. They are all part of your soul tribe. Call on us. All of us. Any of us. We are servants of God. And if the word God bothers you, there's a higher power. I don't care if you call him George. I don't care what people call him. There is a higher divine power. It doesn't have to be God. So know that they are there to help you. But you have to ask them, and then you have to allow for whatever they bring forward to help with whatever you ask for. He said he likes your hair. And if you've recently done something different with your hair, he likes your hair. It's getting kind of like somebody was squeezing my heart. I don't know if you've had that feeling lately. It's almost, I thought, whoa, am I in trouble here? Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. It just felt like somebody was just slowly, something with cinnamon that you recently cooked or you're getting ready to cook. Something with cinnamon. And he's licking his lips. Maybe it was one of his favorite foods. Maybe pumpkin pie with cinnamon in it, or some cinnamon rolls or something. He's licking his lips. So no, he's still there. Talk to him all you want to. He can hear you. He can see you. It's just you just have trouble hearing him. Ask him to step forward. Daddy's leaving. He's throwing flower petals over behind him as he walks away. They do that a lot. So watch for like individual little flower petals. You can be walking through Walmart and it can be a fake flower petal laying on the floor as you walk down an aisle. Know that that's a sign from him. It doesn't count if you walk by a rose bush that's dropping all of its petals, but you should find them in weird places. He's blowing you kisses. I love you, baby girl. And with that, he's leaving. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Rhondaconsta, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. I hope you have some holidays.